To college, I went to Kenyon. I always say I was in Ohio. I was in college for about an hour. It seemed no more than that. I was heavy in the sauce those days, like many people. It seemed like many people because I thought everybody was bombed around me. I thought everybody was bombed in the service, and many were. But I was having a great party. I had emerged as not a victor or anything or a hero, but I'd survived, if nothing else. So I continued to party. I was in Kenyon about a year and dropped out, again because of my studies. I was a problem student, obviously. But I did want to be an artist. I went to the Dayton Art Institute, a fine little school in Dayton. Not like that. My wife went to Sarasota and also to Colorado Springs. She got her master's degree at Ohio State.
But you met her at Dayton.
Yes, I met her in Dayton. She's a Dayton gal. And I studied for 3 years in Dayton.
What were the roots of the interest in art, you know?
No, because neither one of my parents painted. Not anybody in my family, to my knowledge. But I wanted to be, of all things, Jim, when it started out, a political cartoonist.
Oh.
But I dropped that, and today I painted over the years. I went through a period where I was, as I say, in trouble in many departments and couldn't get it together. But in 1960, started to paint again. And did not a lot, but a number of paintings and drawings and inks. And then 3 years ago, I sat down with my manager, George Spoda, and I said, I want to do my first art show here in Los Angeles. They may very well put me in the sink, the critics, but I don't care. I want to do it. I think it's time. It's something I want to turn to in a handful of years when I retire, and so I did it. And I got a great
That's
notice.
after about 10 years of going back to painting again.
So it took me these past 3 years to put this show together. It took me 3 years to do about close to 60 paintings.
Yeah. I'd like to take a look at several of those, Jonathan, because they're unique. I know very little about art.
Well, the great thing about the critic, who is a top guy on the coast, his name is Henry Seldes. He compared me to Paul Klee and to a Belgian painter called, yes, Miro, but to a Belgian painter called René Magritte.
Oh, yes, yes, because this one in particular reminds me just a bit of well, that one doesn't, of Miro.
No, he took it away first. You have to put it back. No, he's got, wait a minute, put the other one back here if you will. The one in your hand. We haven't seen that.
That's it.
That's right.
That's the one that reminds me so much of Miro.
This is called the Umbrella Dancers, and this is one of my wife's favorite and one of mine. It's interestingly enough, it was done on canvas board. Most of my things are on canvas, actually. It's done on board, but we've kept this. This wasn't for sale on the show. I just liked it. It has a Miro quality to it, really.
Is there any relationship in your own mind to what you paint and what you perform?
Yes, some of it. Most of it, a lot of it, granted, is comedy. But there's some strong statements that I feel very strongly about and that I've said in my paintings. You'll see here is one which I think is rather timely. This is Watergate, 1973, and you can see the people coming out of the telephone, which are the people involved in the administration and the people here in the country. The telephone with the red, white, and blue represents naturally the country. Number one is the president, the heart of the nation. The ladybugs are the bug, the bugging of the phones, the big bug. The wire is just a fraction of an inch from being attached to the ladybug because to date the president hasn't been labeled certainly completely guilty.